Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Welcome to Hoop Headlines, where we dive into the latest NBA news and analysis. I'm your host, Emma, and today we're talking about the Chicago Bulls Draft Lottery Woes. The Bulls are entering the Monday draft lottery with a 1.7% chance of hitting the number 1 overall pick and an 8% chance of landing in the top 4. That's right, folks, they're essentially hoping for a miracle to happen, or as some might say, praying to the sports gods. Now, let's talk about what went wrong with Arturas Karnisovas' draft strategy. The Bulls were sitting at 8th place from the bottom just after the Zach LaVine trade deadline deal in February, leaving them with a mere 6% chance of landing Cooper Flagg and 26.3% chance of landing in the top 4. But instead of putting more control on wins and losses to increase their chances, Karnisovas opted for competitive integrity, a fancy way of saying they wanted to experience meaningful games in April rather than adding elite talent. The problem is, that's not how it works in the NBA. Top 10 drafted talent makes all the difference. Of the 10 leading postseason scorers, 6 were selected in the top 10, while 3 were number 1 overall picks. The late-game heroics of Aaron Gordon, a Denver Nuggets player who was picked 4th overall, is a prime example of what a difference it can make. Karnisovas' approach to roster construction is also faulty. He's trying to build a roster with depth 1 through 10, but that's just not how the game is played anymore. The shorter rotations, slower pace, and increased physicality are all telling us that this approach isn't working out. So what's the Bulls' plan now? Not much, it seems. They're essentially hoping for someone to tank or slip up so they can grab a superstar talent. But in reality, that's not how the draft works. The Bulls need to start making some tough decisions and putting their money where their mouth is. That's all from us on Hoop Headlines for today. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video.